Titus had a gift.
The thought made him smile uncontrollably. Then someone would notice his smile, and he would blush and turn away, for he was a meek child. But the smile always returned. He just couldn't help himself.
You see, Titus had never received a gift before, not one of his very own. And even though this one had originally been bought for a dead girl, it was his gift now, unopened and perfect.
All the poor dead girl's Christmas presents had been distributed to the orphans of the Gashlycrumb Low Home for Lamentable Orphans. It was called a low home because it only had one level and no stairs. Everyone else had already opened their presents. His best friend Una had gotten a snow-white teddy bear that wore a blue vest. "Don't you want to know what's inside?" she asked Titus. "Not yet," he answered.
He relished the joy of having a gift to open and all the possibilities of what might be. The box was an 8-inch cube wrapped in green and white striped paper and lovely brown twine. And if you listened closely, it ticked. Tick, 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 tick. How delightful. Was it a pocket watch? Was it a little golden clock? Was it some kind of marvelous automaton, like a metal bird that flapped its wings and ate copper worms?
Titus didn't open his gift for weeks. He carried it with him everywhere, to meals, to class. He even took it to bed, holding it like a precious extra pillow.
Only very sick orphans on their deathbeds got an extra pillow.
One evening after dinner but before bedtime, Titus heard shouting. The orphans gathered at the window between the girls' and boys' quarters. A tall man dressed in black argued with the headmaster at the front door. "I need that present back immediately," the man said. "It's a box wrapped in green and white striped paper and twine."
Titus gasped and clutched the box in question to his chest. The man wanted to take his gift.
"Titus," Una whispered, holding her white bear close, "what are you going to do?" Titus felt 100 orphan eyes upon him. It wasn't fair. No man in black was here to take Una's bear, or Cassandra's telescope, or Lawrence's doll.
Titus might be meek, but his love for his gift, or more importantly, how it made him feel, made him bold.
"He can't have it," he said as heavy footsteps pounded down the main corridor. Una took his hand and pulled him away from the crowd. "The recital room," she whispered just to him. "They won't look there first, and will all say you ran away through the kitchen garden." "Thank you, Una. You're a good friend."
So Titus ran.
He avoided the main corridor, keeping to shadows until he came to the recital room, which was only used once a year, when at Christmas time the orphans dressed in white and sang for their benefactors, the Duke and Duchess of Gashlycrumb. For some reason, the beautiful Duchess always wept. The room was huge and grand, with wood paneling and soft carpet. Titus stood in a dark corner. The man in black would find him, even if it took hours. Titus wasn't prepared to truly run away. This orphanage was the best home he'd ever known. The one he'd lived at before, across town, had been dirty and infested with rats. He couldn't lose his place here through disobedience, but he also couldn't give up his gift.
It was time to discover what might be. His heart beating wildly, Titus untied the brown twine, pulled the paper apart, and opened the box. The explosion was so massive, it blasted the recital room to bits and cracked one of the Corinthian columns on the front porch. Beyond the kitchen garden, the man in black fell to his knees, clutching his very sensitive ears in pain. Tears of guilt streamed down his face. By the time the constable had arrived, the mysterious man was gone. You see, as is so often the case, the butler did it.
The end.
Titus. Oh, Titus. Sweet little orphan Titus, blown to bits. So, just take a little caution with the box that ticks. It may not be a fabulous automaton bird. It could be a bomb. Okay. Why do you think Titus was blown to bits? I would like to know if you have an alternate story down in the comments. And tomorrow, TU is Una, his little best friend Una, and her teddy bear. Teddy bear actually has sort of a starring role in the video. So tune in tomorrow to see that. Okay, so I am Rachel of Rachel Gets Creative. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it so very much. Moving on. Oh my gosh, I'm getting so tired. I'm getting so tired. Can we please get to Z? No, I'm enjoying it too. So that would be it. And I love you. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow.